So, what are you missing out in life? Right now, I just see that a lot of people are not really happy with where they're at. You talk and you say, "Hey, how's it going?" And people seem to be a lot more down than usual. They're not really having it where it's like zest for life anymore. It's more like, yeah, I just go to work, get home, feed the kids, walk the dog, go to bed, and repeat. And never have I had it where when you speak to people, it just seems to be a mass consensus of they're living in like a doom and gloom mindset. You could take a look on paper to say, hey, what is it that I'm doing that is not making me happy? Why am I doing that? Is it just because you have to keep paying the bills? Because you have children? I understand that. But what else is it that you're on earth to do? We weren't just built to come here, clock in, clock out, rinse, clean, repeat, and die. Wasn't the way that I was told in elementary school. They said, hey, you work hard, do what you need to do, you'll make it ahead in life. Just work really hard. A lot of times when you work hard, it's just like, okay, nothing has come out of it, where you feel down and it's like, okay, so what's the deal here? Do you feel like you're progressing or you're dying? So that's what it comes down. You either living or you're not. And it comes to this. What do you want to do with yourself? Is it just the same thing every single day? I mean, you got to figure out a hobby or something that makes you jump up in the morning. There's too much right now of just kind of doing the same thing over and over without a means to an end. It's like, hey, I just got to make enough. I don't have a plan and I'm really sad. There's no direction in your life. Why should you be happy? There's the same thing that happened yesterday and the day before and the day before. That's a sad way to go about it. So, one of the things that I had figured out to do here is to make it easy to just go online and say, hey, is there somebody with a hobby or interest that's similar to mine? Because if you meet people that do the hobbies that you do, that's somebody that's like, oh, a new friend, let's meet, let's get some other people, especially if they're local. You get to have it where you get new friends. So many people are lonely right now. They're in the house watching Netflix, not having anybody to talk to unless they have a dog or, you know, and sometimes their spouse and them aren't even in the best of places to talk. So many people have it where you can't be yourself at your job, understandably, because you want to keep your job. And if you act out um, accordingly to whatever the job finds unacceptable, then you don't have a job anymore. So let's figure out, okay, how is it that every single day you do the same thing? It's like, well, that's insanity. Nothing's going to change if you do it every single day, the same exact thing. Figure out what is it that you actually want to do with your life. That's when things start to become so much better in the morning. The job is just for you to pay bills. If that's all it is that your life consists of, you're not going to have much going for you. The whole point is to have it where you take something like a job that helps you pay the bills, but that's only for 8 hours. Just like Brian Tracy said, if you guys have ever heard of him, Brian Tracy has said 8 hours a day is just for you to make ends meet. Everything past that is an investment into yourself. A lot of people are tired. Nobody really cares. How much value you bring to the world, that's what you get paid according to. The market speaks for itself. So just like doing this channel, everyone says, why would you do that? And, you know, it's so hard on YouTube. It's so saturated. So many people are on there. Why even try? But why not? What if it works? What if people have it where, just like you right now listening, finds value in the conversations that you see on my channel? Now, obviously, just like anything, when you start out, every professional started off as a beginner. So to look at it like this, you have to have it where something like, I would say gardening, if you like to have it where you like to look at different agricultural, like people that like to garden, go figure out if there's some kind of club of gardeners. Or if you like Marvel, look online at forums to say, hey, do you guys have meetups at the Comic Cons or whatever it is? That's why I always try to plan a trip, since when you have something to look forward to, that's what you're kind of like aspiring to say, I can't wait till that trip. So find ways to make it where you got to look forward to something. The less you have that, the less you're going to want to do anything even to make your life better, since mentally and physically you'll be exhausted to do good things for your life. Figuring out, why am I sad or depressed? That's because you have too much time to be thinking in your head. When you're doing things, not just busy work just to do busy work like filing papers, when you have it where it's something to do and accomplish some greater goal, just like going to the gym, getting muscular doesn't happen overnight. Doesn't happen the first month. It can take a couple months to have it where, really depending on where you start out, the body will have it where it'll start showing signs of improvement. I mean, obviously you have to be eating correctly, doing exercises constantly in the right fashion and form. Though when you have it, like I said, something to look forward to in life, if it's, say, not, I say I tripped, but maybe have it where it's like if you accomplish a certification or course within your job, you get a promotion. Well, I know that that's something that's very difficult for some people to think about if they don't have a college degree or anything to start off with like that. But then say, hey, if I get a associate's degree like I have just an associate's degree, that's one step closer to getting to whatever it is that you need to get for a job that pays more and gives you better opportunities for not only you but your family. So staying stagnant in the United States of America, even as the economy on paper doesn't look great right now, make it great for yourself. No one's going to come and save you. This is you against the world. You know, your mom can say, oh, honey, it's going to be just fine. You'll be just awesome. You're so good. Okay? That's not going to make things any better for your situation. You have to do it for yourself. The missing out on life really comes down to, is it even worth waking up in the morning, or should you just give up? That's what it comes down to. Though the people that listen to this channel are not giving up. This is just like the last straw, for lack of a better term. So some things that people say is, hey, got to get some fresh air. Luckily, I'm in South Florida. I get to have this as a beautiful backdrop. It's almost like saying I'm in the Dr. Seuss books. See, on the places you can go, all the tall trees. The fun thing about doing these videos, it's also some exercise. So something to look forward to for me is I get to make videos, get to have it where I exercise, have some fresh air, see some beautiful sights. These are the things that I look forward to after a hard days of work. So it's not going to be where you find it immediately, maybe depending on who you are, though even having the effort to start moving towards saying, okay, I need to put my mind to it. It is uncomfortable because it starts becoming real. If you get real with yourself, and it's like funny how people know the answers already to what they need to do immediately, and then they can fix their problems almost like within a week. That's where the anxiety comes from. Anxiety really is just questions that you already know the answers to that haven't been executed. That's what anxiety really is. Most of the stuff you already know what you need to do, but it's either you're too lazy or whatever excuse you want to make it. The sun doesn't stop for any man or woman. It'll come up and then it'll go down. What it is that all of us make out of it, that's up to the individual themselves. Either you've made the decision to not make your life better and stay safe, then when you get old, you can die and have nothing but regret to say, I could have done so much more, but I just didn't have it in me to take that step. So much out there is just pumped into you as to say, like with commercials, buy this, you'll be so much happier after you get this stuff, whatever it is. And you go out and buy it and you think to yourself, wow, I feel so much better. I got all this stuff. Woo! Now I got some fun things to do in my life. And then that stuff gets old, you put it in the closet, whatever it is. I'm just giving a kind of an example there. Just because you buy stuff doesn't mean that that makes your life any more fulfilling. It has to come with the heart. A lot of people are just thinking with whatever they're thinking with. I have no idea. But it's a toxic world out there right now, especially with all the different media out there saying what is best for you. They don't know you. You know you. Make it good for yourself. You don't have to listen to all of this commercial headlines of persuading people to buy this course and this will make it where you have a step-by-step plan. The step-by-step plan you've known for probably years. And again, it comes down to execution. That's the biggest thing. A lot of people have ideas in life, just like the best inventors. They might have had an invention that some of the people that out there had come up with before. I don't want to say like the iPhone, oh yeah, somebody already knew about the iPhone, but there was probably concepts which had included something similar to like a smartphone. And Steve Jobs was the one that executed on it. Just like with the computer software and Bill Gates, when that computer came out, was just using scan sheets and whatnot. Somebody probably is like, well, man, I can't believe, what it would be like with a computer screen and we wouldn't have to use the Scantron sheets or something and like use software. So somebody might have come up with a rudimentary idea to what it was like, and then somebody executed it. So the bottom line here is figure it out. What it is might be uncomfortable, that you have a lot of cobwebs to fix out in your head. That's fine. Sometimes you don't even have to say it to anybody. That's what this video serves as, something that says you're not alone out there. There's people out there that are experiencing the same thing. And sometimes it's best not even to talk to them about it unless you feel comfortable or you really know who the person is. Since if you express your feelings to some people, it might be where they give you advice that might make it more detrimental than whatever the situation you have going on currently. So if you guys have it where you have any like life situations that maybe you got out of and now you're happy with where you're at right now, put it in the comment section below saying like maybe where you started and where you're at now with the journey of self-fulfillment. So guys, I'm so glad that I'm starting off this YouTube channel here. It's kind of a up and down experience to learn about all the different things to put out there as content. I look forward to having it where you guys come back and every day it's going to be just a little bit better with the videos. So like, comment, subscribe, whatever it is, but make your life better. It's up to you, nobody else. All right, have a good one.